So, Dr. Gator, it's more than a pleasure having spoke to you. Now, you can have Wayne's show. Okay, it's all yours. I'm going to mute myself.
Thank you so much, Wayne. Well, this is Dr. Jamila Gator. I am your total life change doctor, and I'm here to tell you about an amazing company and an amazing opportunity. The reason why I love Total Life Changes is really for actually a few reasons. One, the name says it all, Total Life Changes, and that's what I'm about. You know, trying to be healthy, trying to live a better life, it really takes a total life change. And that's the mission of this company, to not only reshape people's, bodies, but also to help us reshape our bank accounts. And I'm sure you can get with Wayne after this call and Miss Pat Jackson, and she can really tell you, about that mission. But any company who has a mission that's to help 100,000 families make an extra $1,000 a month, then I'm all about that company, because they're here to help us not only get healthy, but to give us financial freedom. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of jump right in, because Wayne was kind of giving you his testimony and telling you about his experience with the IASO tea. And the company put this tea together about 15 years ago. It's the flagship flagship product of the company. And it is basically a synergistic blend of 9 different herbs, 100% organic. And this tea, ladies and gentlemen, has been phenomenal, flying off the shelf. The company was making 60,000 packs a day at one point and still could not keep up with demand. And so they, dug deep and got some more factories together, and now, we're actually sourcing all the organic products and just filling the demand. And one of the things that got me excited was when I saw this, I said, you know what, this is really going to change people's lives, because it's easy. It's something that we do every day. We drink, right? So you can either put healthy things into your body or make the choice, to not do that or to do that. And that's the wonderful thing about the ASO tea. And I said, this is something that everybody can do. It's a detox tea that helps to detoxify your body. And as a byproduct, you lose weight. Some people try to eat clean and healthy. Other people don't change anything, and yet they still reap the benefits of the tea. So when you can take something and actually see it working in your body without making a lot of other dramatic changes, that's something that really speaks to people, and that's why this product has been so popular. And as Mr. Wayne has alluded to, is sharing with me earlier today about the fact that, and I'm going to let him just speak a couple minutes on this, but that, he had some chronic health issues and was having to take some medications that was causing a lot of unwanted side effects, like bloating and swelling. And just by starting the tea and drinking the tea, not doing anything necessarily different, he noticed that all those symptoms that he had been trying to combat started to disappear, and that he felt better. And we'll go through the ingredients in the tea in a minute, and I'll kind of explain to you why that is. But I'm just going to kind of turn it back over to Wayne for a moment to share his powerful testimony about the IASO tea.
Thank you, Doctor. The issue is everybody in my room understand that about in 2012, the middle of 2012, I tore some ligaments and tendons in my foot. I developed chronic traumatic plantar fasciitis as a result of the injury, and which developed into RSD, reflex sympathetic dystrophy. So I've been fighting these things, and the doctor put me on, not only was I already taking high blood pressure medication, so the doctor put me on nortriptyline, gabapentin, and Dilaudid, which is a class 2 narcotic, and it's super powerful. So I dealt with those things, but I noticed that from at the end of 2012 to the end of 2014, that I went from 218 pounds, 220 pounds, which is my weight consistently as an adult, and well over into 207-pound range. And for me, I've been a fit person my whole life. I was an athlete, both in the military and high school, all-state, this, whatever. So I'm always in touch with my body. And the bad thing that happened for me when I was taking these medications to try to get the nerves and my foot right again was the weight gain and this constant feeling like bloating. And I would tell my wife, I feel like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And my wife said, well, you look fine. But I knew I wasn't fine, because if I'd been over to try to tie my shoe, it was so uncomfortable. It felt like I was pushing all my organs up against the wall. And I was constantly looking for a way to relieve myself of that. So I started doing these core strengthening exercises, sit-ups, push-ups, and the sit-ups became real painful. The push-ups, I knocked them out easy. At the age of 50 plus, I can still do 40, 50 push-ups in a row. So I kept saying, this has got to change. I can't stay like this. So when Kitty said, hey, Wayne, what, have you talked to Pat? I said, no, talk to Pat about what? Pat who? She said, Pat Jackson in the room. I said, no, I hadn't talked to Pat. What's going on? She said, well, Wayne, I want you to do this. I want you to do it for me. I want you to call Pat, and I want you to try that tea. And I want you to see if you can consider getting involved in business with Pat now. So I said, well, if Kitty's involved, I'm going to give it a try. But I still gave it an old, yeah, sure, all right, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I called Pat, and lo and behold, Pat said, Wayne, what we're going to do is you and I are going to get this thing started, and I'm going to get you on some tea and blah, 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 so you can try the tea. And I said, Pat, I take vitamins every day of my whole life. She said, great. She said, because we have our liquid vitamins called NutriBurst. And, you know, for the last 10 years, I've been looking for a good liquid vitamin, and I wasn't able to find it. I went to the stores, tried one or two of them, didn't like them. So, but when I tried this NutriBurst, first of all, the smell tastes just like the vitamins you had when you were a kid. I don't know if you guys have vitamins. Well, my mother's been a nurse her whole life, so we took vitamins our whole life. And so when I started taking this NutriBurst, I started thinking, this is good. My energy level went up real high. I said, I like this. So I did that with taking the Gano, and like I said, now I'm going back to the tea. So I started drinking the tea right after I ate breakfast, right after I had a small lunch, and then whatever I had for supper in the evening. And it's only 8 ounces at a time, a little small half a cup. So I was doing this, right? But then I told my wife, I said, hey, Mom, something's changing. I said, my cord's getting softer. I said, excuse me, when I tie my shoes, I don't have this pain from all the bloating. And she just smiled. She said, that's great, Wayne. That's great. So we kept going, you know. And, you know, I'm ex-military, and soldiers drive hard. So I used to hear people say, well, you know, when the weather changes, my old injury really bothers me bad. So I consider that them shamming, you know. I said, oh, this is garbage. You know, they're just a crybaby. They're always whining about something. But when I did this injury to my foot and it became chronic and long-term, and I developed the RSD, which will never go away. So every time the barometric pressure changed, the weather changed to get ready to rain, I'd tell my wife, my leg just won't give me a break, babe. It hurts so bad. My foot hurts, my leg hurts, and I would have to double up on the Dilaudid, which is the painkiller. And so that's another thing, too. And I don't like taking painkillers, especially something like a class 2 narcotic. So this last week it rained 3 or 4 days, whatever. And her and I were back and forth between Louisiana because we got some heavy-duty family stuff happening. So it rained 3 or 4 days while I was there and stuff. But at the end of the raining cycle, I told my wife, I said, Mom, I said, I didn't complain about my leg just driving me mad. Because if you damage a nerve, that's what RSD is, reflex sympathetic dystrophy. That nerve just gets restless, and it won't let you enjoy no part of your life. And you can put medication on top of it, but it still don't beat the medication up. But I noticed, and I told the doctor, I said, Doctor, I don't want to sound like some kind of crackpot or something like that. But even that lessened. The pain wasn't there. I said I had to remind myself and tell my wife after the rain was over that, hey, I didn't go through that this time. So I don't want to seem like I'm overplaying it or being miraculous. But for me, I know how to express what's going on with me because I watch my body. And I've always been watching my body for a very long time. So having said that, I'm going to give you back to Dr. Gator, and then we're going to cut it off after she finishes, and we're going to go into a few questions for her and get into reading articles and going with the call. Okay. So, Dr. Gator, it's your floor again.
Thank you. Thank you for that amazing testimony. I mean, and so many people have had that experience with the IASOT, and it makes sense to me. You know, being my background being integrative medicine, I actually, am board certified in family medicine, but I also studied under Dr. Andrew Weil, who's a very prominent, distinguished father of integrative medicine. All of the herbs and how those herbs integrate with traditional medicine, and it makes sense to me because you build up all these toxins in your body from pollution, from what you're eating, from all the other medicines you were taking. And it's amazing what happens when you actually detoxify the body in terms of, decreased inflammation, which leads to decreased pain. And in the IASOT specifically, we have herbs like blessed thistle, which basically helps to eliminate some of the water in your body. It's a natural diuretic. We've got ginger, which helps with inflammation, also aids in digestion. Myrrh, which helps with colds and asthma. Chamomile, which helps with gas and bloating. Very gentle, but very effective. Marshmallow, which helps to heal the stomach, also helps to treat chronic constipation. I can't tell you how many people suffer with gas, bloating, and chronic constipation, and they think that that's the way it's supposed to be. I actually drink the IASOT every single day just to keep me regular because I was one of those people who really struggled with that. And it's really made a big difference in my life of not having to go through that cycle of gas and bloating and then take something that cramps me that I really don't want to take. And just the detoxification, I feel so much better and have so much more energy. The IASOT also has papaya in it. And papaya, although it's a fruit, it also is very natural in the body in terms of rooting parasites. And I can't tell you how many of us have parasites and don't even realize it. If you're one of those people who eat sushi or any raw fish or raw meat, you likely have parasites in your body, and you should do a detox at least once a month to help rid yourself of that. It's also got silymarin that helps to detoxify the liver. And so many of us, like I said, between the medicines that we take or if we drink alcohol or other things like that, we really need that liver detox to help clean out our system. And so that's part of why the IASOT hits on so many different levels and really has helped so many people. And that's one definitely to try and just see, what benefits that you can get out of it. And then I'm going to move on to the NutriBurst because Wayne touched on the NutriBurst, which has been another outstanding product. Anytime you detoxify the body and you remove all the toxins, the next thing that you want to do is replenish the body. You want to put all those vitamins and all those minerals back, and that's where the NutriBurst comes in. It's a liquid multivitamin, which has multiple benefits. Not only is it absorbed, in your stomach and in your GI tract, it's got a 98% absorption rate, but it's actually got a 98% cell absorption rate. So therefore, everything's going where it needs to go. Your vitamin A is going to your eyes to help keep your eyes healthy and strong. Your vitamin C is going, into your lymph system for your immune cells and your immune support. It's actually absorbing exactly where you need it in the body. In addition to the fact that it's got all the vitamins and all the nutrients, they actually, it's a whole food nutrition. So folks ask me all the time, Doc, what vitamins should I take? What should I be taking? And it's like, well, if you can get your 7 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables in a day, then you really don't need vitamins. But if you're like me, I hardly ever can get 7 to 9 servings of fruit and vegetables in a day. And so that's where a whole food nutrition comes in. It's basically like you've eaten all of those fruits and vegetables. They say it's actually the equivalent of eating 10 salads when you take just a tablespoon of NutriBurst. So for me, I'm going to take that every day and guard against the fact that I'm not getting all the proper nutrients that I need. The other benefits of the NutriBurst, it's got quercetin, which helps people with allergies. It's got acai berry, and many of you may be familiar with that in terms of weight loss and heart health and the recent craze in acai berry. It's also got the equivalent of 1/4 of your daily fiber needs for the day, which is also outstanding. And then my favorite part of it, it's got some Hoodia in it. And Hoodia is a natural appetite suppressant. It basically puts glucose or sugar in your brain so that you feel full and satiated. And one of my patients, Gerald, he's a landscaper. He gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He works from dusk till dawn. And he said, well, I love that NutriBurst, but I actually got a little bit scared of it because, he got up one day, took his NutriBurst the first time he's trying it, worked all day. He said he felt great. He was energized. But then he realized it was 8 o'clock at night. He hadn't even eaten anything. So it kept him going all day. The day went by so fast, and it suppressed his appetite to the point where, he actually has to kind of remind himself to eat, which, as long as you're, being mindful of that and eating, it's definitely a good thing. But the fact that fueled all day a man who works hard labor just on a tablespoon of NutriBurst, that's simply amazing. So that's the NutriBurst. The next product from Total Life Changes, I just want to give you guys some highlights of some different products, because we have so many amazing things that there's something for everybody, truly. And NRG is one of my personal favorites. I literally cannot live without this product. I kind of actually get anxious if I don't have any in my purse, because I know what it feels like to go through a day where I'm tired and I'm struggling and I'm exhausted and I'm just trying to make it to the end of the day. With NRG, I don't have that. And so I know what it feels like to not have to struggle. And the thought of even having to struggle through a day now, I don't want to have to go through that. So I always make sure I have an NRG and a backup NRG. And NRG basically is a natural energy supplement. If you're one of those people who drinks Monsters and 5-Hour Energies or Cokes or caffeine or all this coffee, this is a much healthier alternative. It does not have a lot of caffeine in it. It actually has a natural source of caffeine, which is green tea. The benefit of that is green tea is also a fat burner, so it helps to burn fat and boost your metabolism. But the other important benefit of that is you get an even, steady energy throughout the day. You don't go up and feel good, and then all of a sudden by the middle of the afternoon or evening you're crashing and you're so exhausted you can't go any further. And so that's the wonderful thing about NRG. It's got your B vitamins in it. It's got chromium. All of these are helping to support, your cells. The thing, though, the two ingredients that really, I think, make NRG key, one is bitter orange, or Avantra-Z. Bitter orange is a Chinese herb. It's a cousin to ephedra. If you guys remember Hydroxycut and Zenadrin back in the 90s, and everybody was taking that, losing all that weight, and had energy and felt great until it got banned by the FDA, this medicine is basically a much safer version, and it's an improved version that's a cousin to ephedra. So it gives you that nice energy boost. It really works. You can tell a difference within 15 minutes of taking it. The other thing that it has in it is called 5-HTP. 5-HTP actually increases the serotonin in your brain and actually makes you feel happy or elevates your mood in addition to helping you feel energized. And one of my partners, Shanita Foster, she's an NFL wife. She's married to Greg Foster. She's got 6 kids. She's got a big charitable organization where she feeds 1,000 kids in Africa every single day. And this is the product that actually sold her on Total Life Changes. She was given this product by another big name, Stormy Wellington, who's big into TLC, and they met at a charity basketball game, and Stormy says, "Here, take this product, and I promise you, you're going to be looking for me in 15 minutes. And, of course, Shanita was like, well, who is this woman, and do I know you, and why are you giving me some random pill, and is this safe to take? But Stormy said, you know what, just try this. I just heard you complaining about how you're feeling tired, how you're dragging, you don't know how you're going to make it through the day. Just try this product. And do you know that 15 minutes later, Shanita Foster was looking for Stormy Well, and she was like, what is in this pill? Because she's been taking Monsters and everything that we had talked about, but she had this great energy. And like I said, it works within 15 minutes. You just feel like you used to feel when you were 18 and you had all the energy and could do everything. So that's NRG, ladies and gentlemen. It's an amazing natural energy supplement. The next product I want to talk about is Emu Oil. For those of you who have, joint pains, aches and pains, arthritis, sports injuries or injuries like Wayne was talking about, this is an incredible product. It's basically from the emu bird, and it's basically the fat that's melted down and basically purified, and it's 100% pure emu oil, and you rub it wherever it hurts. And same thing, in 5 or 10 minutes, you get this amazing pain relief. And emu oil has been studied. It is a natural anti-inflammatory. It's like if you took ibuprofen or Motrin, but you're not having to put that in your body and have your body, break that down and have the side effects of all of that. You're just putting it locally exactly where you need it. The other great thing about the emu oil is it heals the skin. It works on stretch marks. It works on keloids, burns, people with eczema or psoriasis. one of my medical assistants, there's a kid at her school, and they used to call him the itchy or the scratchy kid because he was always scratching because he had eczema. And she was like, let's try this emu oil on him. And do you know that his skin actually within 2 days healed, and he stopped scratching? And her son said, well, Mom, what are we going to call him? We can't call him Scratchy anymore. She said, no, maybe you just need to call him by his real name. But the emu oil is absolutely an incredible product. I encourage you to try that. I had a patient with fibromyalgia, and same sort of thing. I was like, let me see if this works. Fibromyalgia can be very debilitating with just pain all over your body and all your joints. And do you know, within 5 minutes after I rubbed that emu oil on her, her pain was gone. I mean, she was absolutely amazed. I mean, I have her on all sorts of pain medicines like Wayne was alluding to. Narcotics for her pain, anti-inflammatories for her pain, yet rubbing this one little thing took her pain away. Next product, I'm just going to wrap up with these next couple of products. We've got, Wayne was talking about the Gano. We've got two products that are medicinal mushrooms. One is called Gano or Ganoderma. You may be familiar with it. It's also known as reishi mushroom. And if any of you, are familiar with Organo Gold or drink the Organo Gold coffees, that coffee is infused with Ganoderma. And Ganoderma basically is a medicinal mushroom that basically helps your body adapt to stress. It's an adaptogen, and it helps to heal your cells and heal your body. It's a very powerful antioxidant, and that's, part of how the coffee got so popular was because people wanted to not only, drink coffee, but also help to heal their body on a daily basis. And all of Total Life Changes, we have a whole line of coffee products. They're all also infused with Ganoderma. But we also have the Ganoderma in a pill form that a lot of people take. And in addition to Ganoderma, we have a medicinal mushroom called Chaga, Chaga. I want you guys to write that down, Chaga, and Google it. We're the only multi-level marketing company in the United States to carry Chaga. It's from Siberia. It is the most powerful antioxidant on earth. 10 times more powerful than acai berry. Just amazing healing for the body. It's been studied in cancer patients. I actually have several of my cancer patients on Chaga. I had a gentleman in the office a couple of weeks ago, and Wayne was talking about Dilaudid. He actually was in so much pain from his cancer. He had been in the emergency room earlier that morning and had gotten 2 infusions of Dilaudid. And his pain was relieved, but by the time he had left and the Dilaudid had worn off 2 hours later, he was back in incredible pain. And so I'm looking at him in the office and thinking, okay, well, what am I going to give you that's going to relieve your pain? And ladies and gentlemen, I gave him a combination of Chaga, NutriBurst, and rubbed the emu oil on his back. And do you know, within 10 minutes, his pain went from a 20 to a 2. That's how powerful Chaga is. Cancer patients say that it actually helps to relieve their cancer pain and allows them to either decrease or eliminate their cancer medications. And what it's doing, ladies and gentlemen, is it's actually healing the cells in your body. They've done studies with Chaga extract and cancer, and the Chaga will kill the cancer cells and leave the normal cells alone. So if you know anybody who has cancer or a survivor of cancer, or if you have cancer in your family, Chaga is really something that you should make a part of your daily regimen. They actually say that all of us, 95% of us, have dormant cancer cells in our body, and it's just a matter of what we're doing in terms of how we're eating, the stress levels, how much rest we get, as to whether those cancer cells become activated or not. So I actually also take Chaga on a regular basis. My husband takes Chaga because he says he likes the anti-aging. He wants to stay looking young and fun. So he takes the Chaga, and that's his favorite. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right quick about Delgada. Delgada is our slimming coffee. Not only does it have Ganoderma in it, but it has Garcinia cambogia, which you guys, I'm sure, are familiar with, or at least those who have been on the weight loss scene. It's also got green coffee bean extract. So a lot of the popular weight loss supplements that are out there, it combines all into a slimming coffee. Because some people say, hey, I'm not a tea drinker. And you can say, great, you can drink coffee. You can drink coffee and lose weight. So our Delgada has been very, very popular. Our office manager actually drinks the Delgada. She has lost 25 pounds, and she was in the store, was in Walmart, and had a gentleman come up to her, and he was pointing at her, and she was looking like, well, why are you pointing at me? And all of a sudden she looked down, she realized that her skirt had hit the floor, and that her skirt was actually around her ankles. Luckily, she's old-fashioned, she wears a slip, but ladies and gentlemen, she lost so much weight that her clothes weren't fitting her anymore, and she was in Walmart, and her skirt actually fell down on the floor. That's how great this Delgado Slimming Coffee is. So I just want to wrap it up. Just want to let you guys know that Total Life Changes is exactly that. This company will change your life. These products will change your life. I just want to encourage you to try them, to get involved. You know, these products are doctor approved. You know, I've looked at all the ingredients, you know, from the standpoint of herbal medicine, and they're you know, they're the correct combinations and in the correct doses, and it's just amazing, and I'm just so thankful to be involved with this company. If you guys want to learn more, you guys can Google me. You can watch my YouTube videos. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Jamila Gator, at JAM as in Mary, EELAH, and then Gator, G as in George, A as in Apple, T as in Tom, ER, at Jamila Gator. Or you can hook me up on Facebook. It's Dr. Jamila Gator, MD. And you can watch my videos, learn all about the product. So I appreciate you guys. If you want, we can turn the floor over, and I'd be happy to answer any questions, and then you guys can move on with the rest of your business.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, my name is Malcolm Roberts. My question was actually, for the business call, but since I am in the queue, I would like to say that I am already independent business owner with TLC, and I just echo everything that the doctor just said. I use the products. I've been using them for more than 2 months. I'm a full-time health and fitness professional and master personal trainer. I have many of my clients using these products with amazing success. So I endorse the product wholeheartedly, and they're great. I take the NRG, I take the NutriBurst, and I take the Chaga every day, and it has done absolutely wonders for my performance level. I'm not a weight loss kind. I'm, pretty much in shape already, but it has done everything else in terms of performance for me. So anybody listening, I'm telling you, the products are just out of this world, and it's one of the greatest businesses that you could possibly be, and it's a multi-billion-dollar business, so there's plenty of money out there for everybody. And that's basically all I have to say. I know all about the products. I have done a lot of research. The products are everything that they say they are. The ISO-T is amazing. And for those of you that don't know, the acronym ISO stands for Impact, Action, Security, and Opportunity. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Wayne, I just want to say, I want to so much, Wayne, and most definitely big shout-outs, and thank you so much, Dr. Gator, for jumping in and speaking to us. I'm just learning so much from you about the products, and I'm just so excited to be a part of the TLC family.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you so much for having me and giving me this opportunity to speak to your network. I just hope they stay encouraged, and like I said, life doesn't have to be the way it is. Change is coming, favor is coming, and we're just all ready to step into our blessing.